What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for all the support, likes and subscribe. I've got a very exciting video to showcase today. I'm actually here at Aquarium Gardens with a good friend of mine, Dave Pearce.
Hello everyone.
Today we're just going to be showcasing some beautiful aquariums inside the showroom. Hopefully Dave can sort of put out some good pointers and good sort of feedback for any beginners that might need to be starting aquascaping. So we're here in the gallery, just with Dave. Just going to be showcasing some of these beautiful aquariums. So, Dave, what aquarium have you got here then, mate?
So this is an Aquascape line 60. It's the first tank you see as you walk into the shop. This is actually a temporary kind of feature in the showroom. Basically, it's going to an aquatic trade show for Tropica. It's going to be featuring on their stand. Fantastic. So the overall tank, the overall system, we've got an Aquascape line 60, which is 60 by 35 by 35.
Yeah.
About 70 litres or so. Got a really posh light on here. This is the AVA Aquasky Mark II.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, it's about as good a light as you can get for a 60cm tank.
So what kind of price do these kind of retail at?
These come in at £600, which is
slightly on the higher end, but still you can definitely see it's beneficial for what sort of growth and colour rendition you get from them.
Yeah, you might not pick it up exactly on the camera, what the true colour rendition is in real life. It will still look really good on the camera though. Obviously there's lots of other options for lighting for your 60p. You've got twin starcher here, Ross, skylights, all really good options at lower mid price points. So don't think you have to have something like this to do well. There's certainly lots of other options out there.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so what kind of hardscape have you used in here anyway to sort of give the viewers a little bit more in depth?
So here we've got Riverwood. There's 1, 2, 3 pieces. They've all been assembled and glued together with some dark Sirius stones. The wood's all glued down so it don't move, and obviously so it doesn't float as well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of arranged in like an island style. You can see you've got plants around the sides, and then this opening in the middle here, hopefully the background plants, when they grow up in the middle, all that plant growth will flourish in the middle. We've got a carpet of Heliocaris Bacilla along the front here. We've got various epiphytes like Bucephalandra, little needle leaf Bucephalandra, and like some non-strict epiphyte plants as well, like Hemianthus calatricoides cuba, the tiny little leaves.
Yeah.
That'll hopefully start drooping down.
Yeah.
So just nice, like easy classic nature setup, displaying lots of different types of plants.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect kind of size aquarium, especially when you walk through the front door here, to sort of showcase on what you guys have, and it's definitely an eye catcher for sure. So yeah, lovely. Thank you very much for that, Dave. All right, so we'll move on. So you obviously got lots of various different dry goods here. We've got obviously Seachem XL Prime, lots of your conditioners. Obviously you've got your Tropica powders and your soils. Obviously 2-hour Aquarist. Make sure you check the link in the bio for that one.
This is one we use in the showroom on all the displays.
Yeah.
If you've got a CO2 tank, then you basically follow the instructions on there, and you cannot go wrong. Nutrients, something we don't have to think about with that. You just dose it and away you go.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of 2-hour Aquarist products, especially Dennis. Especially the website. If you haven't checked out the website, it's very, very good blog to have a look at any sort of algae issues you may have, or any sort of fertilizer questions that you may have. So yeah, it's definitely a great product. Oh, look at this one. This one's beautiful, Dave. So this got is that the Hyperspot skylight?
Yeah, Hyperspot FL.
Wow.
So this is the biggest one. Yeah, perfect for this size tank. It's quite a wide tank as well. It's 60 centimetres wide, 120 centimetres long. So it's going to light up the tank in every area pretty well. Yeah,
it's so natural looking, to be honest with you. So is that the so what plant is that there? You got the
main one is Hydrocotyle lucifolia.
Yep.
Which is normally used as like a jungly kind of plant, grows everywhere, but if you give it loads of light, loads of CO2, it kind of layers itself and goes really, really compact in these kind of like clumps on the wood.
Yeah, fantastic.
And we've also mixed it with a bit of Hydrocotyle tripetita there, and Hygrophila surfilum. This is a beautiful new plant actually.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen that one actually, yeah.
It looks like a large glosso.
Yeah,
really
no,
nice.
Definitely, yeah. No, fantastic. Do you ever think about sort of the fish choice prior to when you aquascape an aquarium. So would the fish choice come first, or does it normally come last, really, for you?
Depends. For me, it usually comes last, actually. I usually kind of wait to see what the scape look like and then decide on the fish. Because sometimes it'll go in a direction you don't really foresee, and then you decide on a different fish. I rarely base a tank around the fish, to be honest with you. It's normally an afterthought. Whereas someone like, my friend Ty Streetman, for example, he might base his tank purely on the fish and do the planting and the scape around that. So
definitely. Depends. Yeah, beautiful. So is it 1200, did you say? Was it 1200? Yeah, this is Aquascape 1200.
It's come with the cabinets and a range of different colours. So you've got that clean look. Obviously it's flush to the side of the cabinet here.
Yeah.
There's no bells and whistles on it. It's just an open shelf, but you want all that space for all your gear, because you want your filter, your CO2, and all the space for that in there. So high quality finish, metal frame cabinet as well.
Yeah.
So good for a big tank.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful. It's stunning. So how long has this one been running for then?
About 10 weeks.
So it's fairly new.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely rapid as well. So
I can only imagine you probably haven't got many problems with this starting up, because you've got such fast growing plants in here. So had any issues with this sort of starting up, or?
Had about 2 or 3 weeks of diatoms, and you will get that in any new tank. However, it did clear up in this tank quite quickly, as all the fast plant growth basically. So easy from that point of view, because you've got loads of plant mass to help you against the algae. Hard from the point of view of maintenance, because the trimming is epic. You've got to be trimming it every 2 weeks.
No, it's lovely. It is beautiful, very natural looking.
If you want an easy life, don't have a tank like this. But if you want a beautiful high impact tank and you've got the time for it, go for it.
Brilliant. No, it's nice. Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Dave. It's such a beautiful tank. Anyway, so on to the next one. So I believe is this Scape by Mark, MJ Aquascaping.
Yeah, last year. It's over a year old now.
Yeah.
So we've got an Aquascape 600 with a skylight hyperbar.
Yeah, no, I do love the hyperbar. I've got the same light on my ADA 60p, so watch out for that. I'm due to scape that in the next couple of weeks, but yeah, it is a lovely light for sure.
Yeah, the colour rendition is great, and the app's pretty cool, easy to use. There's a few nice presets on there, so the greens and the colour of that pinnated feeder is beautiful, so you can't really fault it too much.
Yeah, it's incredible, the pinnated feeder.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've let MJ's skate sort of run wild a bit. I like that sometimes. And this pinnated feeder, it does best when it's in big clumps on its own, really. So I kind of just let it grow into a big bush, and it looks beautiful.
Thing is, what is the secret to pinnated feeder? Because I mean, come on, there's got to be some sort of secret, Dave, surely, why it's growing that good.
Yeah, it's a bit 50-50 with me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's my honest answer. I actually don't know what the answer is, but in this tank, I think one thing that doesn't help is if you've got other plants that are going to override it, like Rotala, that might cover it quickly or outcompete it, should I say, then it's about plant choices. You'll often find a pinnated feeder growing on its own, not mingled with other plants, because it'll get taken over by other plants. Yeah.
I've just noticed as well, is that the Bucephalandra that I gave you about a year ago?
Yeah, I think it is. 2 leaves.
2 leaves? Oh no, is it dying?
No, it had about 2 leaves.
Oh, did it? Oh, sorry, right.
It had about 2 leaves when you first gave me, but there's some over here as well.
Fantastic.
So it's doing really well, mate.
Hey, you've done better than what I'd done.
Bucephalandra SP Fryer.
Fryer, yeah. Jack Hardscape, yeah. Skeleton King, I believe, or something or other around that sort of name.
Do you know what? Actually, I don't know if that's the one you gave me, the one Ty gave me.
Oh, well, I gave one to Ty, so.
Oh, well, it did come from me.
Did come from me. Sorry, Ty. No, lovely.
I forget what plants go in sometimes. Like Bucephalandra and Crypts, I'm a nightmare at identifying. Yeah. Because they look so different.
Yeah, so what's the plan for this one then? Is it just a quick breakdown and rescape, or are you going to sort of get a new tank in here, different layout, different size, or?
No, I'm going to break it down, strip it down, clean it out, get it all looking new again, and then I might go for something like a Dragonstone sort of diorama.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice.
With loads of spikiness.
Okay,
sort of thing.
Fantastic.
I don't really know yet though, but something out of my comfort zone anyway.
Yeah, well, you've definitely got the luxury of having an aquascaping store here. I mean, wait till you see the Hardscape. The choice is incredible, so I'm sure you'll create something amazing. Okay, so on to the next one. I actually remember seeing this Aquascapes by Pavel Kalanda, a good friend of mine as well. Great guy, outstanding, sort of a Brazilian style, sort of Irigumi hybrid, should we say, really, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
It is beautiful. God, look at it's so tiny. The little. What livestock have you got in the back there?
What, the hardscape?
No, the livestock, the fish.
Livestock, sorry.
Yeah,
We've got Japanese dwarf raspboras.
oh, they're beautiful.
Apparently they're quite rare, and you're sort of encouraged to breed them. They've been a little bit shy today, actually, but yeah, they are lovely fish.
Yeah, oh, outstanding.
Tons of cherry shrimp and Amano shrimp. We've got the Rotala HRR, which has gone lovely red at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Yeah, accidentally left the light on, so. But apparently that really helps with the colours, but you don't want to be doing that for too many times.
No.
Luckily we got away with it and haven't got any algae because of it, but yeah, the colour's insane at the moment.
So what's this little plant here, Dave? And mixed in with the mixed in with the hair grass, and I'm not sure what that other one is, but
the dark one. Tiny parva.
Is that parva? Is it? Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
It's really, really clumpy, isn't it? It's like doesn't really normally go like that for me, but
it's amazing how different it looks under different lights.
Yeah.
And really, really strong lighting. You get a beautiful dense clump of it.
Yeah. So this has been running for 2 years, yeah?
2 years, yeah.
So what's the plan, do you think, for this? Is this going to be lasting a little bit longer, or is this another guest appearance from Pavel, maybe?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get somebody in, actually. But, I've got to sort out some plans, really. And then, this will hopefully be a guest appearance, rescape at some point.
Fantastic. Sure. All right, we'll keep an eye on that one, guys. But, yeah, absolutely stunning. Cool. So, Dave, we got the 1500 here.
Yep.
So how long has this one been running for?
So Aquascape 1500 was about November 22 when we set it up.
Yep.
Yeah, almost 2 years now.
Is there a build video on YouTube for this one?
There is a build video, yeah. Myself and the guys put it together. Yeah,
so if you want to check that one out, guys, there's a build video on Aquarium Gardens YouTube channel. Fantastic. It's definitely sort of coming to its end of life. We've just been talking off camera about Dave looking forward to be doing a rescape for this one, but it's going to be very heartbreaking when he has to break it down, I suppose.
Yeah, it's always a big job breaking down a tank, and when you've had something for so long, you don't always want to. But I think I'm definitely ready for it. I mean, the scape's had its time. The soil's probably depleted by now.
Yeah.
Some of the plants in certain areas looking a little bit ragged, although it looks great. I'd say it's gone past its peak.
Yeah, definitely.
Its peak's always about 12 months, something like that. And you keep it going for a long time, but it's never going to look as good as it did on that 12-month time, that 12-month peak. So
yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's always fun to have a rescape. So I want to keep the shop fresh.
No, definitely. Do you tend to sort of recycle and use the plants that you'll take out of this? Will they go onto another scape, or that you'll definitely be recycling, or even, I guess,
certain plants? Yeah. So like Anubiuses, the slow growers, some of these beautiful Busa philandras up here. The trident fern never normally takes well to being put into different tanks for some reason, so we'll probably sadly have to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Some of the old crypts maybe. The plants that we'll always do differently from fresh are stem plants, carpeting plants, those kind of things. We'll just start all those brand new, but certainly keep some boosts from an Anubius from this one.
Yeah. And it does look beautiful, absolutely stunning. So these are the ADA Solar GB. Is this a new version, or is this just...
This is the old version.
This is the old version, sorry.
We're still waiting on the new version to come through. So hopefully, don't know how you can improve the colour rendition, but apparently they're going to, and they're going to be Wi-Fi and all the bells and whistles, I think. So
yeah, I mean, I've never owned ADAs, but ultimately a lot of people I've spoken to, they said about what a beautiful, amazing light they are. I'm so glad they're actually probably going to be going app controlled, because it seems like they've been a bit behind a little bit with the times. But
yeah, I imagine to make the perfect light is going to take a lot of testing, isn't it, and a lot of time. So
yeah,
they're probably just doing all that at the moment.
Yeah, beautiful. So with a 1500 then, what kind of filtration would you run on this? So what are you running on this, Dave?
At the moment, we've actually only got one filter on at the moment.
Right, okay.
We have two, so I'm just going for swapping over some filters at the moment. But we're running two of those.
Okay.
Which is the Eheim 600T. So biggest canister really that you can fit in the cabinet is always what I'd recommend.
Yeah.
You want lots of flow, loads of biomedia. Obviously a heater helps as well.
Yeah.
But in this tank, you want 2 big filters really. You've got the space for it. We'll have another one there. That's going to be hooked up shortly.
Lovely. So how do you think these sort of compare to other filters that you have in the showroom? I know you've got your Wise Biomasters and other sort of different brands, but the Eheims, how do you think they compare to your Wise?
For me, it's all down to personal opinion really, but Eheim is definitely the best quality filter.
Yeah.
But there's different price points as well. They are the most expensive filters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be happy with either an Wise or an Eheim, but I'll quite happily say to anyone, if you give me both of them, I would take the Eheim.
Okay.
But yeah,
it comes down to price.
Down to price point, really, and what you want to spend, really.
Yeah.
The one thing that Eheim doesn't have that I want to have is the pre-filter.
Yeah.
I think that's what sells it. But if you can get your head around that and you're not too worried about that, then most of the time an Eheim will do you better.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, that's one of the main reasons why I have the Biomaster, just because of how convenient it is with the pre-filter. But I'm definitely open to trying new filtrations and different filters for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, you can fit one of those, only 900.
Well, I've got 2 600s, so at the moment I've got 2 600s running.
Yeah.
I know, hence the staghorn algae.
Yeah, I don't know. Flow's a funny one. Flow is a funny one. Like, obviously, flow is promoted. You need flow in an aquarium. I think there's definitely a difference between flow and turnover.
Yeah.
Flow is the water moving around the tank and how like turbulent that is.
Yeah.
And you want some decent surface movements and flow to move around that CO2. But then again, if you're flapping the plants around too much with too much flow, then it's been correlated with certain algae like staghorn, BBA, and there's definitely a correlation with that. We don't know if it's the reason why you get that algae, but it certainly makes it worse, we found.
Yeah.
And lots of customers that we've spoken about have found the same. But then a turnover is another thing. How much water is going through the filter? That's the important thing for me. You want to get that water going through that filter enough so it's biologically filtering.
Yes.
Just getting the balance right, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you very much for that that insight, Dave. It's always good to see it from a professional's point of view.
It's only opinion at the end of the day. So
yeah.
Don't take it by gospel, but yeah, that's what I think.
Great. So we've also got what's this, Eheim? Is this like a 90 centimetre
Yeah,
tank?
this is called the Eheim Clearscape 200. Yeah, it's a 90 centimetre by 45 tall by 50 front to back.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. No, it is a very nice looking tank, to be honest. We were just discussing off camera again, just about how natural this aquarium looks. I was just saying to Dave, some of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the last year, especially with aquascaping, is using plants in the right way. Not trying to put too many plants together at the same time and making it look too congested. I think Dave has definitely done a great job here by adding lots of different kind of plants and varieties, but not making it look too overplanted, if that's actually a word. But I think it looks very natural, Dave, so well done for this.
Yeah, I mean, it can be difficult to get the plant choices right, something that looks natural really, because as a beginner just starting out, you want to put a bit of everything in, don't you? You want to try different plants out, which is good. It's actually really good for your own learning. But then when you want to make something look natural and like flow properly, it's better to kind of like reduce those plant choices down, like different types. Yeah. Maybe reduce it down to 4 or 5 main types rather than 20. Looks less chaotic. So we've got a big band of like Anubias and Schismatoglossus going over here. Yeah. The moss and the background grasses. So there's 3 main types of plants in there. Yeah. And that's something I've learned only recently in the last couple of years, even though I've been aquascaping a long time, is how to make layouts look more natural and balanced just by plant choices correctly. We've got 3 different textures as well. So you've got the round leaf, almost round leaf plants, almost. You've got the spiky moss, and you've got the grasses at the back. Yeah. And then to add a bit of contrast, there's some dark Brucophilandra as well, so like a 4th kind of element. So, but there's not too much going on in the way of textures and colours. Yeah. So it looks arguably one of the most natural layouts in here plant-wise. Yeah, I think that's definitely a test for your talent and definitely an eye for detail. Because I think initially when you look in here, you think, wow, like
that has got a lot of plant mass in there, and it looks very overcomplicated. But when you really break it down like you have, really the 4 or 5 main species in here, it just, it's incredible. It looks amazing. A beautiful tank.
Yeah, well, I mean, the main bit of advice there would be just learn to, it sounds simple, but it isn't, but learn to grow plants really well. Be a really good plant keeper.
Yeah.
Rather than an aquascape or doing like fancy hardscapes, most of the layout is dominated by plants anyway. And if your plants don't look any good, it doesn't matter how good your hardscape is or everything else.
Yeah.
It's got to look good with the plants, and they give you that. They give you that wow. Lush plant growth gives you that wow.
Yeah.
So learn how to grow plants first before you become an aquascaper. Basically.
Yeah, that's a great piece of advice. Yeah, I strongly recommend that as well. But yeah, it's definitely a lesson I've learned in the last year or so. You probably see on Instagram sometimes I've, especially my last aquarium, my 90 centimetre aquarium, towards the end I went a little bit reckless and added a bit too many plants. I was kind of umming and ahhing whether to sort of add stem plants or grasses at the back. I actually added both, so maybe that was a bit of a mistake but mine. But that's the problem when you love plants so much and you come to great places like Aquarium Gardens. Got a great plant choice, as you can imagine. I think they're due a delivery today. But you've got the Tropica ones you grow, all the sort of the lab plants that are just, grown in tissue culture without any risk of the algae. So they've got lots and lots of different varieties of plants here. Really like this little section they got here at the back of the gallery. This is like a low-tech designated spot really for the shallow enthusiasts and also nano aquariums. Very, very nice. I think majority of these aquariums have been scaped by the staff members here at Aquarium Gardens. You've also got the biotope there just to the left-hand side, which has been scaped by Tice Treatment. Very well-known aquascaper. Dave mentioned him earlier, but knows a lot about different varieties of plants and fish species. He's very well travelled. But yeah, it's a cool little biotope he's got there. And then to the left-hand side, you've also got 2 cube aquariums that have been scaped by MD fish tanks. And I believe there's a video showcasing this as well. But yeah, lovely little section here we got at the back of the showroom. It just shows you don't have to go crazy and spend lots and lots of money on this hobby. A lot of people get sort of put off by how much things can cost, but really you can get a nice little setup for a good price and you can create some nature in your home. So we have an aquascaping dream here, which is the plants and hardscape room, which we've got my friend Richard. He's currently having a little play around in the dojo. Go on then, Rich. Show us some top aquascaping skills here. But yeah, they've got so much variety, so much choice here. So you've got some elderly stone, lots of these Weo nano rock bags as well. Frodo stone, elderly, lots and lots of different varieties of hardscape. They also have a great selection of plants. It's looking a little bit bare at the moment just because of the fact that I think they're waiting for a Tropica plant delivery that actually turns up either a Tuesday or a Wednesday. So Dave's pre-warned me to let you guys know that it's looking a little bit bare, but honestly, rest assured, every week without fail they have a full-blown delivery of fresh plants on a weekly basis. Absolutely incredible quality, never had any issues at all with the plants. And just give them a call. Obviously go on their website, you can order them, but yeah, they're more than happy to help you if you fancy giving them a ring. So another great thing that these guys have down here at the hardscape room, they also have a thing called a dojo. And essentially what a dojo is, it's like a 3-4 foot sand pit where you can kind of play around with the material, especially before you purchase it. That way you kind of know what you're buying and also what it's going to look like. There's definitely a lot of help that you can have from the staff members here. I remember coming here a few years ago and actually my first aquascape, Dave helped me massively in this dojo creating my island scape. Oh, there I am, look, with my ADA rocks, thinking I'm the man. But yeah, little Iwagumi, it's not looking too bad. Just a 5-minute flex. But yeah, I can imagine that with a little bit of Eleocharis mini, some hair grass, and yeah, so it's all fun, being creative. I love it. So we've just finished our tour at Aquarium Gardens. Just want to say a big thank you to Dave Pearce.
Mate, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Hope you like the content. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. So that's a wrap, guys. Thank you very much to Dave and the team at Aquarium Gardens for letting me come through. And also, drop me a comment down below. Which aquarium is your favourite in the gallery? I'll see you on the next one.